Hello friends, Barry Page here with Legacy Money, the show that shares the truth about money. I'm so glad you've joined me today. I've got some exciting news for you. I've been putting off making this video for quite a while. Every day there's something new in the news. And I don't want to just regurgitate the news, but my focus today is going to be on helping you prepare and protect your family, your faith, and your finances going forward in 2021 and beyond. But what I'm really excited about is helping you set yourself up for success in 2021. So let's get started. Cue the intro. My mission is simple: to help you protect your family and keep more of your money. I'm here to help level the playing field for families and those who seek the truth. There's always a new way to make money, but at the end of the day, it's your family's security and your legacy that matter. And I promise to help you protect what's really important to you. Legacy Money starts now. As you know, this video channel has evolved, and I want to thank you for watching and just sharing these videos with others. But I also want to encourage you to continue to watch. So please subscribe to this channel, and I'm going to do my best because I'm passionate about helping you understand these technical issues that have to do with your finances and what you can do to keep more of your money and keep it in the family. So I'm going to start today just because this is in the news and it involves the banks. This Reddit situation where these not so Wall Street guys have been basically shut down for trading stocks. And whenever the banks get involved to favor the hedge fund managers, you know that the markets are rigged. That's what really this video is about, is to help you navigate through all of that and protect yourself so you don't wind up getting bitten yourself. So that's why I'm sounding the alarm and encouraging you to take action now while you can by putting together a plan to protect what's important to you. Now, maybe you've already set some goals, achieve some goals, or you're on your way to making some positive changes in your life in 2021. So what I want to do is encourage you to look at your financial plan, and specifically your tax plan going forward in the future. All right, so this video is all about achieving success in 2021. I'm going to share a few very important headlines with you, and then we're going to jump right in to the 5 steps to make 2021 your best year ever. We're a month into the new year. We have a new administration. President Biden and Vice President Harris have began their plans of rolling out $1.9 trillion in additional stimulus spending, and they'll be spending billions to speed up the nation's vaccination efforts. But the spending doesn't stop there. They want to forgive billions in student loan debt. Now, I know on the surface all of this may sound like good news, especially if you've lost your job. But here's the bad news. The government is broke. You probably already know that we have over $27 trillion in national debt. And I say that because it's ultimately the taxpayers, you and me. But what you might not know is that we have outstanding liabilities in excess of $150 trillion. This includes promises made to baby boomers for Social Security and Medicare. Go to usdebtclock.org to see live numbers. But instead of tackling this debt like a logical person would, the government is in full-on spend mode. Just this week, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell announced that talk of tapering is premature and the Fed would have to see improvement towards its goals before it would consider cutting back on purchases. Powell further commented about the Treasury and new Secretary Janet Yellen. We know each other well. We'll also have a good institutional relationship between the Fed and the Treasury. And I expect it will be very good and productive. It'll be collaborative and will work together. Evidently, what's important to the new administration is the climate. The new climate czar, John Kerry, is promising a great reset. Kerry said, "We're at the dawn of an extremely exciting time, and that the greatest opportunity we have is to address social and economic problems, is dealing with the climate crisis." Kerry also holds a seat on the National Security Council. Does any of this sound like tyranny to you? The new administration is doing everything they can to control, suppress, and dictate our lives. In fact, the new President of the United States has signed over 30 executive orders in his first week in office, the most of any president. Dictionary.com defines tyranny as arbitrary or unrestrained exercise of power, despotic abuse of authority, the government or rule of a tyrant or absolute ruler, a state ruled by a tyrant or absolute ruler. Now you must understand, this is not about politics, especially at this point. It really doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, or apolitical. This is something you need to pay attention to, because these spending policies, fueled by continuous money printing and the nation accustomed to government handouts, will have inevitable effects. It's just a matter of time. So you have to ask, where will the money come from to fund all of these programs? And how will this impact your finances? The former Comptroller General of the United States, David Walker, said, "The current fiscal policy is unsustainable. We're heading to a future where we'll have to double federal taxes or cut federal spending by 60%. Now, he said that years ago, but ask yourself, how have we been doing on cutting federal spending? And how does doubling federal taxes sound? Now let's take a look at the economy. So this chart here is the GDP. And we all know that social distancing and lockdowns in 2020 brought our entire economy to a screeching halt, shrinking it by 33% in the second quarter of 2020. This was the sharpest economic contraction in history. But I'm sure you heard of a few wealthy billionaires. The rich get richer. The good news is you can change the picture. Much like Reddit users have turned the tables on Wall Street hedge fund managers, but you don't need to take risks like that or be part of any anti-establishment group. You can just follow the tax code and use some age-old financial principles to protect your faith, family, and finances. You just have to think differently. My mentor, Nelson Nash, always encouraged us to think differently. He wrote and spoke on the importance of thinking and how we got where we are financially for most of his life. So what does it mean to think differently about our money? Well, Einstein said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." From the Bible, "For he seeth that wise men die. Likewise the fool and the brutish person perish, and leave their wealth to others." That's Psalm 49:10. We are living in perilous times. Now I want to share with you 5 steps to make 2021 your best. I'm going to go over each one of these and then I'll cover them in a little more detail individually. Number 1, protect what's important first. This means your family. This means your finances, your faith. All of these things are in jeopardy. You need to update your financial plan. And I'm talking about an income plan, not just traditional planning, put your money in a 401k. I'm talking about look at your income for the future. How about your tax plan? Do you have a plan in place to handle some of these onerous taxes that are coming our way? And your estate plan. What happens when you're gone? We don't know when that's going to happen, so you need to plan. And you need to consider the worst case scenario and others, all the scenarios. What could happen? Number 2, spend less than you make and pay off revolving debt. Now we know that, but we always get caught in the trap. I want it now. You need to learn to reduce the drag and headwinds that are holding you back and commit to a saving plan. Create multiple streams of income. This isn't going to happen overnight, but maybe you could start a business. Invest in yourself. Number 4, keep your money moving. Have it working all the time. And number 5, be patient. Purchase safe assets. Adapt as needed. All right, so let's take a little closer look. Protect what's important. Again, update your financial plan, all aspects of it. Look at the income. Look at your sources of income. Look at the taxes. Look at what's going on with spending and make that determination if you're deferring taxes. Look at your estate. You need a will. You may need a trust. And you need to consider the worst case scenarios in all aspects. I worry about the families, businesses, and the heirs of those who have recently passed and those that will pass over the next several years. Talk to your family. Don't leave these things up to the government. You have specific needs, and you deserve to have a plan tailored for your specific needs and desires. All right, let's talk about some red flags. If you have money stuck in an IRA, a 401k, or the like, you should be concerned. I know the markets keep going up. That's because there's never-ending 401 contributions by way of payroll deduction. So there's continuous buying into the market. But look at what's been happening. We've had civil unrest. There's a worldwide pandemic. When will there be a correction? And if you are concerned, then you should start taking action to improve your security and chances of success. Consider alternative investments to the market that are non-correlated to the market. Spend less than you make and pay off revolving debt. I know this is easier said than done. Parkinson's law takes effect. Expenses rise to equal income. I know, but we have to form the habit of spending less and saving more. We need to reduce the drag, the headwinds that are holding us back. This debt is hitting us head on. It's weighing us down. And we have to commit to saving. And when I say saving, it really depends on where you are in life. But if you're over 40 and you're behind, you're going to have to bite the bullet. You should be saving 25% if you ever want to consider retiring. Now this is one of my favorite. Create multiple streams of income. Start a business. Invest in yourself. When I tell people to start their own business, they look at me like, oh, what could I do? There's lots of things you can do. Technology has made starting a business simple. It could be anything from photography to an eBay store. It could be cutting grass. You need another source of income, another way to save money, and something that's going to provide an income for you in the future. When I say invest in yourself, this is saving and putting your own personal resources, your own personal economic strengths to use. When you have another source of income, there's a whole lot less stress. You don't have to worry about losing your job or if something goes wrong with the economy or the market that you might be employed in. So look at starting a business. There's numerous advantages, from tax advantages to just control of your life. Keep your money moving. Have it working. If your money is stagnant, it's useless. Keep your money moving. Banks love this. They call it the velocity of money. They loan money over and over. their money is working. Your capital has a cost. You need to put it to work. And last but not least, be patient. Purchase safe assets. Adapt as needed. Your money needs to be secure, but it also needs to be liquid. So if you invest in assets that go up in value or create cash flow today, that's what you want. And you need to be able to adapt. You need a plan that is adaptable. You don't want to lock into something where your money is locked up for 30 years. You want access to your capital. You want to be able to move your money and keep it in motion. We need to be able to adapt to the markets, to the economy, to the environment. We need to be ready. Be ready for opportunities, be ready for emergencies, be ready for volatility. I'll close with this quote from Dr. Stephen R. Covey, author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Your most important work is always ahead of you, never behind you. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you gained some value and that you're going to take action and start planning for the future. The time is now. And I hope you'll subscribe and share this video with those that you love and care about. If I can help you in any way, just let me know.